Brethren, listen to me now. There is a force that makes men bow in respect, a presence that commands honor, a power that cannot be ignored. It is not found in mere beauty, nor in wealth, nor in the latest fashions. No, it is something deeper, something unshakable, something undeniable. When a woman carries herself as a queen, when she knows her worth, men have no choice but to treat her as she deserves. Too many have lowered themselves, begging for love, tolerating disrespect, allowing themselves to be trampled upon, but enough is enough. You are not made to be at the mercy of those who do not see your value. Brethren, hear me now. There is a force in this world that no man can resist, no enemy can shake, and no circumstance can destroy. It is the force of unshakable confidence. When a woman walks in true confidence, not arrogance, not pride, but real, unmovable self-assurance, she changes the atmosphere around her. Men take notice, not because she demands their attention, but because her very presence commands respect. A queen does not beg for a throne, she sits upon it with authority, knowing who she is and what she carries. This kind of confidence does not come from the approval of others, nor is it found in mere external beauty. It is something deeper, something unshakable, something divine. A confident woman walks with grace. She does not rush, she does not stumble, she does not hesitate. She moves with a certainty that tells the world, I know where I am going and I am not afraid. Watch how she enters a room, not seeking validation, not shrinking in insecurity, but owning her space. She does not fidget, does not shrink back, does not second-guess her right to be present, and, hear me, men recognize this. They see a woman who carries herself with assurance, and they instinctively know that she is not like the rest. She is not waiting to be chosen, she has already chosen herself. She speaks with authority. Her words are not weak, not uncertain, not filled with endless apologies. She does not say, I think, when she means, I know. She does not whisper when she should speak boldly. She does not ask for permission to have an opinion. When she speaks with purpose, with clarity, with conviction, and men listen. For they know that when a woman believes in herself, she is not easily swayed, not easily manipulated, not easily deceived. A woman who knows her worth does not entertain meaningless conversations, does not tolerate empty words, and does not engage in relationships that drain her spirit. A confident woman refuses to settle. She does not accept less than what she deserves, not in love, not in friendships, not in life. She does not stay where she is disrespected, does not remain where she is unappreciated, does not give herself to those who do not value her. She knows that the right man, the right opportunities, and the right people will recognize her worth without her having to convince them. And hear me well, men respect a woman who respects herself. When she walks away from what does not serve her, when she stands firm in her standards, when she chooses herself first, that is when men step up, take notice, and realize they are dealing with a queen. Brethren, confidence is not a performance, it is a foundation. It is not about pretending to be strong, not about faking self-worth. It is about knowing who you are and standing in it. A woman with unshakable confidence does not need to demand respect. She commands it effortlessly. She is powerful, radiant, magnetic. She moves differently, speaks differently, lives differently. And when a woman carries herself like a queen, men will have no choice but to treat her like one. Brethren, listen to me and listen well. A queen does not lower her crown to make others comfortable. She does not shrink herself to fit into the small expectations of others, nor does she allow herself to be treated as anything less than royalty. In this world, people will test you, men will push you, society will try to mold you into something weak and dependent. But a woman who knows her worth sets high standards and firm boundaries. She does not let herself be walked on, used, or disrespected. She does not tolerate half-hearted love, empty words, or dishonor. And because of this, she is admired, respected, and treated as she deserves. A woman of high standards does not beg for love, for attention, or for validation. She knows that anything she has to beg for is not worth having. If a man cannot see her worth on his own, if he must be convinced to treat her well, then he is not the man for her. She does not lower her standards out of loneliness. She does not remain in situations that drain her, and she does not make excuses for disrespect. She understands that how she allows others to treat her is a reflection of how she values herself. She will not engage in one-sided relationships, will not accept dishonesty, and will not tolerate inconsistency. She holds her head high, knowing that she is worth more than half-efforts and broken promises. Boundaries are the walls of a queen's kingdom. Without them she is vulnerable, open to attack, and easily swayed. A woman with no boundaries is like a city with no walls. Anyone can walk in and take what they want. But when a woman builds strong boundaries, she becomes untouchable. She does not let just anyone into her life. She does not entertain those who do not respect her time, and she does not give her heart to those who have not proven themselves worthy. A queen does not open her doors for every passer-by. She guards her throne, protects her peace, and only allows the worthy to enter. Brethren, men respect what they must work for. If something comes too easily, if there is no effort required, it is taken for granted. A woman who sets high standards forces men to rise up, to step into their best selves in order to be with her. She does not chase, she is pursued. She does not demand respect. She naturally commands it by the way she carries herself. A woman who allows disrespect, who accepts less than she deserves, who continues to entertain those who do not value her, is a woman who will be used and discarded. But a woman who sets her standards and never wavers is a woman who will be cherished like a rare jewel. And hear me now, having high standards is not about arrogance, it is about self-respect. A queen does not see herself as better than others, but she refuses to be treated as less. She does not accept behavior that drains her energy, that disrespects her time, or that brings her down. She expects honesty, loyalty, and effort, not because she is demanding, but because she knows she deserves nothing less. A woman who bends her boundaries to please others will soon find herself exhausted, disrespected, and unfulfilled. But a woman who stands firm will draw people who respect her, admire her, and treat her with the care she deserves. Brethren, a queen is not made by the crown on her head, she is made by the boundaries she keeps. The world will try to make her feel guilty for having standards. Weak men will try to make her feel like she is asking for too much. But let me tell you the truth. Strong men love a woman with high standards. A real man respects a woman who knows her worth, who refuses to be taken for granted, and who holds herself to a higher level. Do not apologize for expecting the best. Do not bend, do not break, do not settle. Walk like a queen, live like a queen, and men will treat you like a queen. Amen. Brethren, listen well. There is a power far greater than beauty, more captivating than charm, and more enduring than wealth. It is the power of inner strength and emotional control. A true queen does not crumble under pressure, does not beg for love, and does not chase after attention. She stands firm, rooted in her own worth, knowing that the right man will recognize her value without her having to prove it. Too many women waste their energy trying to convince a man to see them, to love them, to choose them. But hear me now, a queen does not convince, she simply is, and in her unwavering strength she commands respect. A woman of inner strength does not fall apart when someone rejects her. She does not break down when a man walks away. She does not sit in desperation wondering what she did wrong, wondering why she wasn't good enough. No, she lifts her head, wipes her tears, and moves forward. She knows that rejection is not a reflection of her worth, but simply redirection to something better. She does not allow a man's inability to recognize her value to make her question herself. She knows that her worth does not decrease just because someone else fails to see it. Brethren, let me tell you this. The moment a woman starts begging for love, she loses her power. The moment she starts chasing, pleading, and lowering herself just to keep a man interested, she has already given up the throne. A queen does not run after what is already hers. She does not need to force affection, does not need to manipulate situations to keep a man's attention, does not need to become something she is not just to be accepted. She remains steady, strong, and secure in who she is. And let me tell you, men respect this. Men admire a woman who does not fold under pressure, who does not crack under loneliness, and who does not beg for what should be freely given. A woman of emotional control knows how to handle her feelings without letting them control her. She does not let heartbreak destroy her, does not let disappointment shake her, does not let temporary emotions lead her into permanent mistakes. She does not send desperate messages at midnight, does not cry over a man who walked away, does not seek validation from those who do not see her worth. She allows herself to feel, yes, but she does not let feelings rule her. She knows that emotions are like waves. They rise, they fall, but they always pass. And so she remains calm, collected, and in control. Hear me now. A queen does not settle for crumbs when she deserves the feast. She does not accept bare minimum effort. She does not tolerate inconsistency. She does not sit in relationships that make her feel small. She knows that love should not feel like a battle, that affection should not be something she has to fight for, and that attention should not be something she has to compete for. When a woman has inner strength, she refuses to accept less than what she knows she deserves. She is not afraid to walk away, because she knows that her value is not up for debate. Brethren, let me tell you something. When a woman carries herself with strength, men notice. A weak man will feel intimidated by her confidence, but a real man will be drawn to it. A strong woman challenges a man to be better, to step up, to rise to her level. She does not make it easy for just anyone to have access to her, and because of that she becomes rare, precious, unforgettable. A woman who is always available, always desperate for attention, always accepting less than she deserves will never be truly valued. But a woman who stands firm in her worth, who does not chase but attracts, who does not beg but receives, she will be treated like royalty. Brethren, emotions are powerful, but they must be controlled. A woman who lets her emotions rule her life will be like a ship without a sail, tossed by every wave, carried by every storm, lost in every moment of weakness. But a woman who has mastered her emotions is unstoppable. She does not react out of anger, does not make decisions based on temporary feelings, does not allow herself to be consumed by the ups and downs of relationships. She is steady, unmovable, and powerful, and because of this, she commands the respect of every man she encounters. And so I tell you today, hold your ground, know your worth, do not lower yourself, do not chase, do not beg, walk with strength, carry yourself with dignity, control your emotions, and trust that the right man will see you for who you truly are. A queen does not force a king to recognize her. He will know her by the way she carries herself. Amen. Brethren, hear me now. There is a force that does not shout but is heard everywhere, a strength that does not fight but wins every battle, a presence that does not demand yet commands respect. It is the force of feminine power and elegance. A true queen does not need to raise her voice to be listened to, does not need to dominate to be followed, does not need to control to have influence. She walks with grace, speaks with wisdom, and carries herself with a quiet power that demands honor without asking for it. Too many women have been deceived into thinking that power is found in aggression, in loudness, in becoming hard, but let me tell you, real power is found in the balance of strength and softness. A queen is soft yet strong. She does not allow the world to make her bitter, does not let disappointments harden her, does not let past betrayals turn her into someone cold and unfeeling. No, she remains warm, remains kind, remains open. But do not mistake her kindness for weakness. Do not think that her softness means she is easily broken. She may be gentle, but she is unshakable. She may be sweet, but she is unyielding in her value. She does not crumble under pressure. does not fall apart at the first sign of difficulty. She stands firm, rooted in her worth, unmoved by the storms of life. Elegance is her weapon. She does not chase, does not beg, does not compete for attention. She moves through life with grace, knowing that what is meant for her will find her. She does not rush, does not panic, does not act out of desperation. She is a woman of patience, of presence, of quiet confidence. Watch how she enters a room. Not loud, not trying to be seen, yet all eyes turn toward her. Watch how she speaks, not with arrogance, not with force, but with a calm assurance that makes everyone listen. This is the power of true feminine energy. A queen is kind yet firm. She treats people with love, with respect, with dignity, but she does not allow herself to be walked on. She does not tolerate mistreatment, does not accept half-hearted love, does not entertain those who do not respect her. She knows when to say no, knows when to walk away, knows when to hold her ground. Some will call her difficult, some will say she is too much, but she does not lower herself to please those who cannot rise to her level. She knows that a man who cannot respect her boundaries does not deserve her presence. She is loving yet selective. She has a heart full of love, but she does not give it to just anyone. She does not waste her energy on those who drain her, does not invest in relationships that take but do not give, does not pour herself out for those who do not value her. She chooses her circle wisely, protects her energy fiercely, and surrounds herself with those who honor her presence. A queen does not allow herself to be accessible to everyone. Her time, her love, her spirit are precious treasures reserved for the worthy. Brethren, do you not see? A woman of feminine power does not need to prove herself to anyone. She does not need to fight for respect. It is given freely because of the way she carries herself. She does not argue with fools, does not explain herself to those who refuse to understand, does not lower herself to win approval. She stands tall, moves gracefully, and allows her actions to speak louder than her words. A true queen lets her presence be felt, not forced. And hear me well. Men respect and desire a woman who carries herself with elegance. A woman who is desperate, who is always available, who seeks validation from others is quickly taken for granted, but a woman who walks with grace, dignity, and self-respect is unforgettable. She does not demand loyalty, she inspires it. She does not chase love, she attracts it effortlessly. A man will recognize when he is in the presence of a queen, and he will either rise to meet her standards or remove himself from her path. A woman of elegance does not involve herself in unnecessary drama. She does not gossip, does not engage in petty conflicts, does not waste time proving points to people who do not matter. She values peace over attention, wisdom over popularity, quality over quantity. She does not need to be liked by everyone, only by those who truly matter. She understands that her energy is sacred, and she does not spend it on things that do not serve her growth. Brethren, let me tell you this truth. Feminine power is not found in control, but in influence. A woman who controls is exhausting, but a woman who influences is irresistible. A queen does not need to force people to follow her. They follow willingly, drawn to her energy, captivated by her essence. She does not manipulate, does not deceive, does not play games. She simply is, and that alone is enough. So, I tell you today, embrace your feminine power. Walk in elegance, move with grace, hold your head high. Be soft yet strong, kind yet firm, loving yet selective. The world will try to tell you to be louder, harder, more aggressive, but do not be deceived. Your power is in your presence, in your patience, in your peace. And when you move like a queen, you will be treated like one. Amen.